Missing Michael Vaughan, Monkey Mondays, where we only cover the facts. In the heart of Payette County, Idaho, sits the serene city of Fruitland, a close-knit community nestled between the scenic Snake and Payette rivers. Positioned along U.S. Route 95 in the southwest corner of the state, Fruitland is part of the Treasure Valley, just 50 miles west of Boise and near the Oregon border, making it an integral part of the Ontario micropolitan area. Known for its lush orchards and tranquil atmosphere, the small city captures global attention not for its peaceful charm, but for the devastating disappearance of 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughan in the summer of 2021. Michael, affectionately nicknamed Monkey, is a spirited and adventurous boy who finds joy in exploring the world around him, whether digging in the backyard, playing Minecraft, or marveling at the night sky. Michael's days are filled with wonder. A fan of superheroes like Spider-Man, The Mandalorian, and Batman, he loves playing with monster trucks, Hot Wheels, Legos, and embarking on family outings to parks, camping spots, water parks, and amusement centers. Michael's favorite readings includes Harold and the Purple Crayon, eating pizza and macaroni and cheese, and cheering on the Seattle Seahawks. On July 27th, 2021, Michael's mother, Brandy Neal, leaves for work, entrusting Michael and his siblings to the care of their father, Tyler Vaughn. Michael spends much of the day absorbed in his Nintendo Switch, eagerly awaiting Brandy's return. For that evening around 7 p.m., Tyler's call shatters Brandy's sense of normalcy. Michael is gone. As night falls, the initial disbelief quickly turns into frantic and a desperate search. Friends, neighbors, and the entire Fruitland community come together, scouring the area. Law enforcement, volunteers, and residents join forces, combing fields, yards, and streets. Surveillance footage captures Michael's last known moments, showing him wandering through the neighborhood, knocking on doors, seemingly searching for a playmate before vanishing. The community of Fruitland, bonded by shared grief and hope, unites in the relentless pursuit of finding Michael. Despite exhaustive search efforts, including nearly 2,000 leads, Michael's whereabouts remain a mystery. For his family, Brandy, Tyler, and his siblings, the pain of his absence is a daily struggle that never fades. Michael's presence echoes throughout Fruitland, serving as a powerful treatment to the unwavering strength of a family and community waiting for answers. Authorities continue to seek information about Michael's disappearance, urging anyone with knowledge to come forward. Tips be reported to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800 The Lost or the Fruitland Police Department at 1-208-642-6006. Michael Vaughn's story stands as a poignant reminder of life's fragile nature and the enduring hope that guides us in the face of an unimaginable loss. He is out there. Where is Michael Vaughan? February 3rd, 2023. KTVB News.
Searching for their little boy, searching for answers. Michael Vaughan went missing in the summer of 2021.
The case heated up late last year with police digging up a home close to the Vaughns and naming people they believe are involved in Michael's abduction. But we still don't know where the little boy is.
There's a hole.
July 27th, 2021.
But we keep moving on every day, and we don't give up.
The day the world stopped turning for one Idaho family.
I always write every day what day it is. And it says, be strong, be brave, be fearless. You are never alone.
The day a little sister couldn't play with her big brother.
She picks up his pictures. I leave this one here. She'll walk up and she'll start talking to him. And she'll get sad and she says, I miss Monkey. I miss him too.
A day forever imprinted on the memories of everyone who lives in the family's small, close-knit community of Fruitland, Idaho.
5-year-old Michael Vaughan went missing from this neighborhood behind me.
The search for Michael Vaughan continues.
We just want our monkey home.
Fruitland police say then 5-year-old Michael Vaughan disappeared between 6:40 and 7 p.m. on July 27, 2021. His family says he was last seen down the road from where they live on Southwest 9th Street in Fruitland, and he spoke to multiple neighbors.
Every minute counts in these investigations when searching for a missing child.
By fall, police said Michael was likely abducted.
I want to hear him say, "I love you, Mom." It was the last thing I got to hear. That was the last thing he said to you. I told him I'd be home to tuck him in.
Multiple agencies, from Fruitland Police and Idaho State Police to Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, scoured the area, searching for Michael on the ground, in the water, from the sky. People from all around the Treasure Valley also helped search for the little blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy, lovingly nicknamed Monkey.
Michael's still missing. He's not home, and we don't have answers. So we keep going.
Monkey's 6th birthday came and went last June.
That one up top is from Monkey's 6th birthday, and all of the Fruitland Police Department signed the ribbon and brought that.
What do you miss most about him?
His hugs, his jumping on me, his kisses, "Mama, when we do this," his inquisitiveness about everything. Just wanting to see the whole world. I want to take him to catch more frogs.
With each passing day, Michael's mom, Brandy Neal, holds out hope they can make more memories. She and his dad, Tyler Vaughan, speak to Fruitland Police constantly.
Darn near daily.
And know they're using every resource they can.
Their hearts are broken too.
Just weeks after Michael's 6th birthday,
We've received some recent leads that have put us out in the area again, searching more acreage.
Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff announced a tip in a sea of more than 1,000 tips, led them back to the area where Michael disappeared. Michael's case fell quiet again for a few months until it got very loud on November 11, 2022. A major break in the case at a home just across the road, just half a mile away from this neighborhood where the Vaughan family lives. Police say they were looking for Michael's possible remains at a home on Red Wing Street so close. Brady says she walked there and knocked on the door early on in her search for Michael. No one answered when she knocked. Huff said a, quote, very credible tip from someone living in the home led them to believe Michael was buried there. Search and rescue crews used heavy machinery to dig up the backyard of this home on Red Wing Street.
Honestly, I didn't really believe it at first. Like it couldn't have been this close. I literally worn my feet to the bone.
We are all very emotionally tied to this case.
Brandy says police told them to hunker down and to stay away from the excavation.
I sat at the end of the road. I watched the trucks leaving with the dirt. But I promised my family, I promised law enforcement, I promised everybody that I wouldn't go over there. It was like day one again. In the first weeks, months, not being able to drive, not being able to think, not being able to do anything. Pour yourself into a shower.
The next day, after more than a year and a half, police arrested someone they believe was involved in Michael's abduction. Even without finding a body, they charged one of the people living in the home, 35-year-old Sarah Wandra, with failure to report a death. Police, for the first time, saying they believe Michael is dead.
Do you understand the allegation that's been made against you?
I understand what they've said is not correct.
But how could they arrest her without finding a body? Chief Huff could only tell me they had probable cause for prosecutors to charge her beyond just statements made. You're confident that they have more?
They can't tell us, but I'm confident in them.
The judge sealed the probable cause affidavit and other records, not wanting to jeopardize the high-profile case. The Payette County prosecutor said Wandra was on pretrial release at the time, charged with unlawful possession of a gun by a felon. She lives with her partner Stacy, who's been in the Washington County Jail since May of 2022, accused of the same gun charge.
Never seen them. Never met them. We left flyers in the door.
In December, Sarah was committed to the state psychiatric hospital after she was found mentally unfit to assist in her own defense.
It's disheartening. It's upsetting.
Proceedings are paused until her competency can be restored.
But I understand. I understand the process.
According to Chief Huff, she isn't cooperating.
I want answers. I need answers. But I'd like to sit and have a conversation with her face to face with me.
But you can't yet.
No, not yet. There will be a time.
Crews spent days digging up the Red Wing Street property. They brought human remains detection dogs.
All of them alerting to the presence of human remains. Although the remains of Michael Vaughan were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property.
In that same December news conference, Chief Huff announced they believe 2 more people have firsthand knowledge about Michael's disappearance. He said Brandon Shirtliff and Adrian Lucien lived at or visited the Wanderers' home when Michael was abducted.
We also believe that there are others associated with the Wanderers, Shirtliff, and Lucien, who may have knowledge of Michael's abduction.
Police believe Lucien is bouncing between Ohio and California. Public records show he has a lengthy criminal record in multiple states. Shirtliff also has a long rap sheet. In fact, court records show he has a warrant out for his arrest in Canyon County for violating probation, which Chief Huff knows about. From CUNA, Shirtliff's mom told us he now lives in North Dakota. Via Facebook Messenger, she also told us in early December investigators and cadaver dogs were at her house for days. He is not running. He has nothing to hide, and we have all been cooperating, his mom wrote. A week after releasing their names, Fruitland police said they made contact with Lucien and Shirtliff. However, they haven't charged the men or issued any arrest warrants. While Huff wouldn't comment on why, he says he's confident arrests will be made in this case.
It's not fair if you have information about Michael and you've watched us for this past 545 days and you haven't said a damn word. And we have to wait and wait and wait and still take care of our family and our lives. Somebody needs to say something, and they need to start talking.
As investigators press on, Chief Huff says they continue working closely with the Payette County prosecutor.
You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop.
I hate these words. But we will bring him home one way or another. We'll never give up.
While they wait for answers,
These are every single card, kind note that has been sent to our family.
support from their community and from all over the world.
New Zealand. Little kiwi for Michael when he comes home.
Helps their world slowly turn again.
Michael is still missing. We do not have answers to where he is. Please keep sharing his beautiful smile, his beautiful face. He's out there somewhere, and we need him home. Don't forget about him.
Multiple status hearings have been set for Sarah Wandra, with another scheduled for February 6, which we will, of course, be covering. Meantime, Chief Huff believes they'll be doing more searches. A week ago, he posted on Facebook saying they are following up on new information. While searching the home on Red Wing Street, he said investigators recovered several pieces of evidence. Some were sent to a private DNA lab for analysis, which takes time, as everything has with this ongoing active investigation. Huff told me, quote, "I'll continue to ask for patience as we continue to seek justice for Michael."
The four suspects.
Sarah Wandra, 35 years old. Sarah lives at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Sarah has firsthand knowledge and is involved in Michael's abduction. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wandra, 30 years old, a male. Stacy was also living at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Stacy has firsthand knowledge and is involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan. This is Brandon Shirtliff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho. Brandon was living with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe Brandon has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Brandon is currently believed to be in North Dakota. Adrian Lucien, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio. Adrian was staying with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe that Adrian has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Adrian is currently believed to be in Toledo, but floats between Ohio and California.
Sarah Wandra, a resident of Fruitland, Idaho, was arrested in connection with the disappearance of 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughan, who went missing in July of 2021. Wandra was charged with failure to report a death. Authorities believe that she had knowledge of Michael's disappearance, but failed to report it. Sarah's arrest followed a search of her property located near where Michael was last seen, marking a significant development in the ongoing investigation. However, the charges against Wandra in Michael Vaughan's case were later dropped without prejudice, meaning she can be recharged for the crime at any time. The investigation into Michael's fate continues, with authorities actively pursuing various leads. Stacy Wandra, the husband of Sarah Wandra, also became a person of interest in the investigation into the disappearance of Michael Joseph Vaughan. Like his wife, Stacy lived in the home that authorities searched in connection with the Michaels case. Stacy Wandra has a criminal history, including charges related to firearms and other offenses. While he has not been charged directly in connection with Michael Vaughan's disappearance, his involvement has been scrutinized due to his relationship with Sarah and their proximity to where Michael was last seen. Stacy has conducted several interviews on YouTube and one with KTVB, attempting to prove his innocence in Michael's disappearance. However, his changing stories and the addition of new details have raised questions about his credibility and cast doubt on his claims of innocence. Brandon Shirtliff is one of the individuals connected to the investigation into the disappearance of Michael Joseph Vaughan. Named a person of interest by the Fruitland Police Department, Shirtliff was reportedly staying at or visiting the home of Sarah and Stacy Wandra around the time Michael went missing. Authorities may have questioned Shirtliff about the case, though he has not been charged with any crime related to Michael's disappearance. At one point, it was reported that Shirtliff had left Idaho and was believed to be living out of state. Days before being named a person of interest, Shirtliff gave a YouTube interview with JLR Investigates, where he shared his version of the events on the day Michael disappeared. However, discrepancies between Brandon's account and Stacy's version of the day have cast doubt on the credibility of both suspects. There are indications that Brandon may have returned to Idaho. Adrian Lucien is another individual identified as a person of interest in the investigation into the disappearance of Michael Joseph Vaughan. Like Brandon Shirtliff, Lucien was reportedly connected to the Wander residence in Fruitland, Idaho, around the time Michael vanished. Authorities have spoken with Lucien, and no additional information has been disclosed. It is believed that Lucien is residing in a state other than Idaho. Along with Shurtleff, Lucien is thought to have knowledge relevant to the case. However, like the other persons of interest, Lucien has not been charged with any crime related to Michael's disappearance and has not spoke publicly about the case. Michael Joseph Vaughan, lovingly called Monkey, was born on June 24th, 2016, to Brandy Neal and Tyler Vaughan. With his bright blue eyes and golden blonde hair, Michael radiates happiness, always eager to explore the world around him. Tragically, on July 27th, 2021, Michael vanished from his neighborhood in Fruitland, Idaho, at just 5 years old, standing 3 feet 7 inches tall and weighing around 50 pounds. He was last seen wearing a light blue Minecraft t-shirt, dark blue boxer briefs, and sandals. Despite extensive search efforts by authorities and the community, Michael's location remains unknown. Investigators believe Michael was abducted between 6:40 and 7 p.m. near his home on Southwest 9th Street and Arizona Avenue. The Fruitland Police Department continues to request any information that could help bring Michael home. If you have any details, please contact 1-208-642-6006 or dial 911. The ongoing support and vigilance of the community are critical in reuniting Michael with his family.
I need you to know how much Michael is loved. I need you to know how much he is missed. Our family is broken.
You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop.
He's coming home.
If you have any information on Michael, please call the Fruitland Police Department at 208-642-6006. Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS and 1-800-222-8477, or call the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-843-5678 or dial 911. Hope is why we are here.